Hello. Happy Tea with Tamara Day on this fine Thursday, November 5th. It's so fun to play the game of, well, what day is it? I actually just filled out the dates in my calendar that I keep on my wall. I will be posting about it in Insta stories today if you want to hop over to at Tamara Arnold Coaching for a breakdown of the priorities and how I make manifest my month based on that wonderful whiteboard. But what I actually want to talk about is something that oftentimes creates discomfort. So buckle in. This might not be the easiest thing to hear today, but I think it's absolutely essential that we bring it forth. Because everything that we desire, everything that is happening in our reality, we are creating. Period. Period. Mic drop. Like there is no other. And there's a personal responsibility that we have in claiming that, in understanding that, in knowing that no one and nothing outside of us is responsible or has the capacity or the power to create for us anything. Not our dreams, not our desires, and not our, love life, not anything. It all stems from within us, within a vibrational frequency of our choosing, of our making, of our alignment, of everything. Right? Now, most of us don't want to claim that responsibility for ourselves. Now, I'm going to bet that you guys are a lot different, or else you wouldn't be in the Rebel Unicorns Facebook group. So this is why we're going to have this conversation and just lay it out, put it straight out here for you guys to hear, see, sense, feel, know, and connect with. Right? When we stay in relationships that are not serving us, we are choosing that reality. When we are staying in a poverty mindset and our bank accounts are not aligning to what we desire, we are choosing that. If you are running around with like an octopus with your hand in many pots and responsible for everybody else's actions, the kids, the husband, the this, the that, and at the end of the day you're exhausted and you're like, oh, I do so much for everybody else, but I just can't seem to find time for myself. You are choosing that. And then I smile for softening the actual message, which I don't want it to be soft today. I want it to be understanding that at some point, in order to shift our reality, there's a moment where we go, fuck that. Fuck that. I'm not going to tolerate being in a relationship that doesn't feel good. I'm not going to tolerate running around for everybody else while I'm not living in a fulfilled experience here. I'm not going to tolerate having poverty in my business or in my life anymore. I am choosing a new reality. And in the moment of choosing, in the moment of declaration, in the moment of saying this is no longer acceptable, a shift begins to occur. But the first phase of this is you guys cannot head in the sand anymore and be like, ah. And I mean, I'm going to give you an example. Because I still ride this wave. I ride this wave quite consistently. It's not like I am the perfect human. This is like a constant concentration to stay in an elevated state or to choose a reality that I want. And, even asking for help is a choice, like feeling like you have to do it on your own and all. That's the tail end of this story that I'm going to tell. So I had my highest revenue day ever last week. I had a $30,000 day in my business, and I was like on cloud nine. And the reason why this is so powerful is because this is in service, right? When we create a desire to the universe for more life, more abundance, more experience, there's understanding that the desire doesn't come from a stork to the front door. It comes through other humans. It comes through the relationships that we build, the service that we offer, this incredible partnership that occurs when somebody raises their hand and says yes to you in your service. It comes through somebody else. So in this 30,000 day, there's this powerful understanding that there are these cosmic forces at play where we are going to create some massive shifts and changes in the lives of the people saying yes, right? And so there's all of this energy and all of this love and all of this like yay energy. Now, I was meant to speak to somebody the next day. Somebody had said yes to coaching, and I had some secondary sales calls set up for this week. By the weekend, somebody had backed out to one, like they didn't sign the contract. They had backed out to the coaching we had set up. And four people canceled their second calls with me. And I took it personally. I took it personally. And it wasn't personal. It has nothing to do with them and it had nothing to do with me. And this is the personal responsibility, guys. This is the personal responsibility. At first, I wanted to blame, here we go, the full moon, Mercury going direct, the election that was happening in the United States of America. I mean, we are not lacking in ways that we can convince ourselves of what's happening in our reality. I mean, we could say, it has to do with our kids doing this, or our husbands doing that, or the weather being crummy, or the roof is leaking, or whatever it is. Whatever it is. And there's that moment where it feels really real. And in that moment for me, it felt really real. And so this morning in meditation, I was like, what's going on? Like, I just can't seem to shake it. And then I realized, and this is the consistent thought process that goes into the personal responsibility of creating your own reality, that there was a wee little one of mine, and she was sitting inside, and all of these no's had begun to feel like my dad used to make me feel like nothing I ever did was going to be good enough. Like, you can't achieve anything, you're not going to become anything, you didn't finish school, like kind of like I was a disappointment, right? And in that moment, when all of these no's came, it hit me, that little me, just like that I was responding to, in this sensation of, oh my goodness, they're right. He's right. My dad's right. Everybody's right. I'm not good enough. I'm not this or that. And I'm sharing this story because we are automatically attuned to these cycles, right? They're present and available to us at all times. I moved my circumstance and my environment to be in a different location, but it doesn't mean the pattern of choosing negativity is over just because I moved across the country. It means that I have a different responsibility to notice that I am creating the negativity instead of something on the external, because I still am pre-programmed to the pattern, and I will claim that negativity and create it on my own. I don't need nobody else to do that. That's the thing. That's the power in understanding, the choosing, that you are the maker. You are the maker. So today I got to sit with my little one. And I was like, okay, like, what do you feel right now? And she's like, I just feel like nobody supports me. And what a little sadness for her to feel, because that is how she felt. And so to be able to tap into her and be able to sit there with her and be like, oh, yes, I remember that. I remember that. And it's okay that you feel that way. It's okay, right? Because we are responsible for soothing ourselves as well. And so we had a beautiful, beautiful conversation. I grew her up to see, are you willing to see how much support we have right now in our world and in our life? And I started to share some of the messages from you guys. I shared messages from, my coach. I shared messages of love and light and inspiration to her. And she was like, oh my goodness, there's so much support. And I was like, there's so much support. And in that moment, I felt the shift occur. It was instantaneous, and it was back, and I was grounded, and I was centered, and I was like, oh, now my service, this love, this light that I know is here for you guys, can be at its ultimate vibration again. And it's okay that I fell out. It's okay that I fell off of this, and it's as fast as I choose to go back in, because we create our reality. So everything that we are witnessing, everything that we are seeing, everything that we are experiencing, everything that we are choosing is ours to make. There's no questions or comments coming in today. I was like, we're going to love this one so much, which means if you are creating a reality that you are not happy with, then the choice is to shift or change it within you. To be the one to go like, I'm going to take my power back. Yes, I am. I'm just going to let us all do that. Like, just claim it for yourself. Because the minute we are irritated, upset, frustrated with somebody outside of us, we've just given our power away. Yay? Are we feeling that? And the minute we choose to go within ourselves to say, hey, what's going on in here? That's the greatest gift we give ourselves. And it's a gift that only humans can have. In all of nature, you guys, in all of nature, nobody has the capacity, no other animal, plant, tree has the capacity to go within themselves and choose, right? To say what's going on in here, to self soothe, to create, to manifest, to all these things. We are so blessed. We are so blessed in the choosing. And so you have that. This is your moment to claim yourself as the creator of the manifester, no matter what your current reality is. And please, if you have any questions, thoughts, feelings, or emotions that come up when watching this video, if you want support in any way, you know you can just throw a comment up. I don't see any, so I don't think there are any. There could be somebody on, I always check my phone in case I don't say anything else come up. Nope, just the one comment. All right, you guys. Well, I absolutely adore you all. This was Tea with Tamara for today. And if you haven't had a chance to check out Rebel Unicorns Live, we're going to be doing a deep dive into mastering all of this and so much more. And I will put the link up in the group. I'm very excited. So mark your calendars. It's going to be November 20th and 21st. It's 2 energetic days, 2 very powerful energetic days of energy work within yourself, subconscious work, spiritual laws work. They the law. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can do a bunch of other things, but the law is the law. Energy law is the law. That's the biggest law. And I will share, maybe I'll share at the live event what my actual 4th book's name is. I downloaded it last night in a meditation and I immediately bought the domain names. I was like, oh my God, this is it. And it's really fun and it's really cool. And maybe I'll share it at the live event November 20th and 21st. So mark your calendars. It will be 10 to 5 PST, which is 1 to 8 Eastern time. It's a Friday and Saturday. And yeah, it's going to be a cosmic experience like nothing you've ever been to before. Mwah! Love you guys. Thank you, Roberta.